Hello?
Mr. Fenley?
Yes?
This doesn't sound like you.
Well, it is.
Okay. They took away my visitations.
Is that something from the Exchange Center?
Yep. Alinky Spraggins made up this huge fantasy, a psychotropic fantasy about what actually happened despite the recording that I have, and suspended my visitation rights. And they refused to report the abuse that my daughters are telling me. They're mandated reporters.
I can't force them to report anything.
Right. Well, they suspended my visitations against my civil liberties.
That's something we can potentially address with the judge if you're going to get off all this other stuff that you're demanding that I do. Because, Alex, I'm at the point I'm not going to be working with you if you're going to make demands of me like you just did this morning. I told you numerous times I've done what I can do for you, and I'm not doing anything new. This is something I could potentially help you with, but you also need to back off all this other stuff that you're saying I need to do this or I need to do that or I'm part of it.
A part of what?
It's not true. You said I'm making you nervous. There's sketchy stuff going on. You're insinuating that I'm doing something wrong, which I'm not.
I didn't insinuate you were the one. Obviously, I'm saying that the judge didn't sign any of these orders, which means he's scaring me. Why does none of this paperwork, except for like 4 things, have a stamped file and a signature from the judge?
It could be because we have it saved in our electronic system and not as part of the hard copy file. And I can email you the proposed findings of fact. You can pick them up. There's a file stamp on the side.
I'm so confused.
Note a typo that it said petitioner's proposed findings when you're the respondent, but otherwise it is all yours.
So, because you can see why I've been alarmed why none of this paperwork has a stamp that says filed or signed by the judge in this box. So you're telling me that electronically it does say that all of these findings of facts and motions, everything has been filed and signed by the judge?
Yes, you can see that on CaseNet that it says it was filed.
What was filed?
The proposed findings of fact, the proposed judgment.
It's just so confusing why you would even print off all of these papers that don't have the stamp and all of the signatures on it. So I'm literally starting to think that these people have had my kids illegally for the last 2 years. There's literally no action. So yeah, the judge did sign like these few little handwritten motions, like that says Brian Walk's allowed to intervene and that this is now their address on July 7th. But you guys, they can't make these judgments without anything else, motions being actually filed and signed by him, which my copies say that they haven't been.
Well, if you look at CaseNet, there's a proposed findings filed by me on behalf of you on December 1st. There's an order that says so ordered.
So you're saying that's the findings of fact and conclusion? Because I don't think I ever
suggested findings of fact, December 1st, 2022, filed by John Fenley on behalf of Alexandra Dean.
Oh, I don't even have that in my file at all. That was not. I only see a findings of fact from the other parties, the mediators.
Well, like I said, because mine is in the electronic file, so maybe it didn't get printed for you. I will email it to you right now.
I really need everything in my file that you guys sent me that doesn't have this. You guys didn't provide me with the ones with the stamps and the signature. Like, I need everything. That's why I came and picked up this folder, because I needed my entire file in entirety so that I wouldn't get confused or scared. And then you're going to freak out on me and try to drop my case. Like, what? Are you still reopening the court case?
I don't know at this point because of what you have said to me. Like, your text messages this morning are just 100% wholly inappropriate.
They're really not, seeing as that my file was...
Alex, they really are. You don't demand things of me. You don't say, I'm going to show up and wait for you in the parking lot with my police officer friend. You don't do that.
It's a public area. He's a public servant. That's not against the law. Why would you be scared of my friend who's a federal police officer and me being in your parking lot?
But you're insinuating a threat against me.
No, I'm not.
Bring a police officer with me. Yes, you are.
That's not a threat.
You don't have to say he's a federal police officer.
I'm just letting you know so you're not scared, wondering why I'm with a police officer in uniform. Why would you be scared of a police officer, John?
I'm not.
Why would you even consider that a threat?
Because why do you need to bring a friend with you?
I'm bringing a police officer with me everywhere I go now. When it comes to going to the courthouse, to file this federal lawsuit, to do all of this stuff, because my civil liberties have been gravely violated. I've literally told you I have no intention of writing reports on you at all. I've asked for you to stay in my back pocket, and I've even promised to give you full payment. I have 3 massive lawsuits that are being settled up this month for discrimination. You don't think you're going to get paid in full? But I need to see some due diligence done in my case, and I want to see some...
Alex, there's very, very little I can do at this point.
You're not reopening the case like you promised.
I can work on that today for you.
Is there anything else that you could possibly do, like filing an emergency custody order to get them back in my care? Is that an option in Crawford County?
I am not filing any new actions on your behalf. I have not been retained to do that, nor am I going to do that.
But isn't reopening the case doing that?
That is on the case I am currently representing you on. I am not filing a new action in a different county.
Okay, so like, I should just be filing. I can just file it myself in Crawford County, because right now they're in state custody according to the cops, and the DCFS worker is not calling me back right now to confirm anything. So I'm gonna be going down there today and filing an emergency custody order for my children.
You are within your rights to do that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sorry that I figured that my file was given to me in its entirety, because I don't see why none of it was signed and stamped, but I don't know if do I need to come to your office and pick up a whole new box, or are you going to be able to send my entire file to me electronically? I just want to make this easier for you and me.
We can download everything that is saved electronically and leave it on a flash drive for you.
But you guys can't email it to me?
It would be too big to send in an email.
Okay.
I can mail a flash drive to you.
I need it like today. I want to see that these actual motions were filed with the court and signed by the judge. Because if not, this is so alarming. Like, I know you're saying they are, but right now I'm freaking out because it looks like my kids have been... It feels like
hasn't been signed by the judge.
None of this is signed by the judge at all that you gave me, except for 4 things. Just the handwritten motions that says on the July 7th motion that says that 1305 Whitehawk is their address now. Brian Walk is their guardian or whatever. That one's signed by him. Like the payments that I owe the GAL, and the one that says Brian Walk's allowed to be a mediator. That's all that's signed by him. Honestly, I don't even know if it has a filed stamp on it. But what I can tell you is from this file that you gave me, it looks like it literally seems like kidnappers have had my kids for the past 2 years, and none of this was actually filed with the courts.
Well, it's pursuant to court order, so you can trust me or not on that, but it is pursuant to court orders.
So I will have my staff download everything on a flash drive. You can pick it up along with a hard copy of what I emailed to you, and we will work on filing a motion to reopen the evidence for you. I don't know when it will be heard.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.